Hi, my name is Casey Brennan. I'm Wildsight's Southern Rockies Flathead Program Manager. I'm very excited to be here with you today to launch a new initiative, Friends of the Flathead Valley. And this is a great chance on Earth Day for people to sign up and show their support stand up for the Flathead, protection of the Flathead River Valley. People from across British Columbia have already been signing up before we've even publicly launched this. We have over 1,000 British Columbians who have signed on as Friends of the Flathead, and we are expecting many, many more who will lend their voices to the call for protection for this very special place. Not only do we have people from all across the province and all across the country, we have a number of prominent British Columbians joining us today for this launch. I'm very pleased to tell you that former Environment Minister David Anderson is joining us, as well as the Mayor of Victoria, Dean Fortin, and the Mayor of Vancouver, Gregor Robertson, have all signed on as Friends of the Flathead. We have local councillors here from Fernie, Randal Macnair and Aaron Gose, and we have our own, the East Kootenay's own famous photographer, mountaineer, explorer, Pat Morrow. So I'm going to let Pat say a few words. Over to you, Pat.
Another angle that I'd like to talk about is my perspective, having had the good fortune to travel to some of the great mountain ranges of the world for the last 25 years. And unfortunately, in a lot of those places, there's been a lot of environmental degradation taking place. And I have to come back to the Kootenays to ask the people in this region to step up and defend the conservation initiatives that are being voiced by the Friends of the Flathead. In particular, the idea of going for an extension of Waterton Park into the Flathead area itself, and really urge my fellow British Columbians to come up to bat for this conservation initiative.
Thank you very much, Pat. That's really great. It's really important that we raise the profile of this issue, because we just have such an incredible opportunity here to protect this very special place. So in addition to these high-profile British Columbians like Pat and David Anderson and the mayors of Victoria and Vancouver, we also have local elected leaders, elected officials, and I'd like to ask Randal Macnair to say a few words, if he could.
Like Pat, I've wandered around the world a little bit and seen some amazing places. There are some incredible places on this planet, but some of the times that I've spent in the Flathead are among the most beautiful that I've ever spent. And a phrase was coined, the best place on earth. British Columbia really is one of the best places on earth. I think it's incumbent upon us as British Columbians and our government to make sure BC is the best place on earth. By protecting places like the Flathead, we can do that, we need to do that, and we need to be vigilant about ensuring that BC is the best place on earth.
Thanks so much, Randal. That's great. It's no surprise that people from all over the world are keenly aware of the incredible wilderness that the Rockies represents, and Canada. If you travel many places in the world, people say, oh, Canada, nature, it's so beautiful there, and they think of iconic places like Banff and Waterton and these wonderful special places. And we have a chance here in British Columbia to fill in the missing piece of the world's first peace park, to become part of one of the greatest stories of peace and protection on the planet. We have an opportunity to become part of a World Heritage Site and a World Biosphere Reserve. And the solution is a very simple 1, 2, 3 solution that we're laying out. We have a new brochure that we're bringing out, we're launching today as well. It's our Flathead Wild campaign. We want the Flathead to remain wild, and we want it to remain connected. So we need to designate the southeastern lower 1/3 of the Flathead Valley as a wilderness National Park Reserve. And we also need to create a wildlife management area that connects Waterton Glacier International Peace Park in the Flathead Valley, through to the north to the protected areas centered around Banff, Kootenay, Yoho, Jasper National Parks. And we need to do that through the remainder of the Flathead, the Wigwam, the West Elk, and the East Bull River Valleys. We also need to put a reserve immediately, right away now, on all mining and oil and gas extraction and exploration and development activities in the entire Flathead. And that's something that needs to happen right away. And we're asking you to visit flathead.ca and sign up and become a friend of the Flathead and join the over 1,500 people and the over 1,000 British Columbians who are already friends of the Flathead, and let our leaders know that it's time to save this special place.